Hey everyone, it's Christian here, and I am doing a vlog. Thankful to the owners of this hotel, the Budget Inn in Northport, Florida. And this looks like, I'm showing you the trunk, but you come up, and the crown is not what you would expect, and that's because this is not a Foxtail. It is not a Veitchia, although it looks like both. It is actually a hybrid. It is a Foxy lady, and someone probably spec'd in a Foxtail, and they got a Foxy lady because these will just come up randomly in Foxtail seeds when they hybridize. So it's amazing. Sometimes this will happen often with the mule palm, and this will you'll just get them, and they're actually cold hardier than the Foxtail or the Veitchia. So this one was just planted here, I think around 08 or 09. It went through all the cold snaps of 2010 just fine, and it's looking better than ever. Actually, it was looking a little rough a few years ago, but it's actually in pretty good shape now. You can see it has a seed bract, but that seed bract isn't going to produce any viable seed. But you can see we're actually, it kind of had, this is probably, it was planted around, I know it was right above this roof when it was first planted, so it's grown a little bit. They don't grow as fast when they get a little bit older, but they will still grow. And these plants are kind of, these palms are kind of all over the place in value. They, you can get 3-gallon ones for about $100. But then you get, the ones this size are only worth about $700-800 maybe if you can load it up. The problem is the transport is so expensive because they're long and skinny, so they don't have much of a root ball. You can dig it right out of there. But I had a friend who could not sell any of his, and he ended up having to try. He actually had to get rid of a couple of them, as in chop them up, unfortunately. But that's the unfortunate reality of the nursery business. If you tried to find a place for him, he tried to give them away. Then you have places in California that'll sell one this size for $10,000, and it really is a matter of the type of market where you're in. And they've actually redone this place really well for I guess you could say a budget inn. It's actually in really good shape. It's all been renovated. It actually looks great. They got some. Northport's kind of a marginal area for adnittias, but they're here, and they actually look excellent. And we've had some great winters, and so they definitely are looking good. This is another view from the other side here, and you can kind of see the crown a little bit better. You can see it has that bushiness on the leaves. It's bipinnate at least. Yeah, it's multi-pinnate, and it just has that tropical look. More tropical than a Foxtail. It actually looks more tropical than even a Veitchia. It looks better because it has a bushier. It has a more plumose setup there. So sorry, my tripod thing is a little bit crooked. So if I don't want to give you guys a crooked video there, but this is, you can actually back cross this with another. Excuse me. Coming through. Oh no, it's okay. Come on through. That's cool. Hey, I'm always looking for those. So anyway, guy, I guess a maintenance guy works here. So what you can do is you can actually try and you take the female flowers and pollinate a Foxtail pollen onto this, or a Veitchia onto this, and make an F2 hybrid. This is an F1 hybrid. So as far as seeds go, the seed is going to look identical to a Foxtail because it's going to be a Foxtail seed that's pollinated with Veitchia pollen. When you get F2 seeds, so if you can pollinate the female flowers here with a male of a Foxtail or a Veitchia, the seeds are actually of all different sizes. I've seen them look like a Veitchia, I've seen them look like a Foxtail, and I've seen them look every size and shape in between. So you can get 20 what look like viable seeds, and one will germinate. This is why this plant is just not very common, but it shows up. It is more common than you think. It shows up randomly. Every 1,000 or so Veitchias or Foxtails will have one of these. And this place was lucky enough to get a hybrid. They could probably, if someone really wanted to come in, and you can see it kind of bent a little bit to clear the roof there, but it looks great. It probably can take about, it says 9B, where Veitchias are solid 10As and Foxtails are, high 9B plants. This is definitely a solid 9B and probably can even tolerate some lower temperatures. It does a lot better in California than Veitchias or Foxtails do, grows faster. much faster. This plant could be as little as 10 years old if it was, you know, well taken care of. So anyway, that's the Foxy Lady. This is the non-variegated version. The variegated version has a little variegation. It doesn't do as well in full sun. It's better for a shady garden, and in full sun the yellow parts will just burn. It doesn't happen for all variegated plants, but in general, the variegation on most palms will burn when put out in full sun. But typically, full sun palms that are variegated will do okay. Like I've seen a variegated pseudophoenix. This one doesn't do as well. Some others do. So anyway, I'm gonna leave that there. Go ahead and head back down south to Cape Coral. I will be on the road until Tuesday to Thursday. I will try and get some vlogs for you guys along the Gulf Coast. I look forward to doing that. And thank you for watching. If you have any questions, leave them down below. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, and you'll see many more cool palm reviews like this one. And if you like the video, hit the like button. It's that simple. So I will see you guys next time. Have a good one.